Hello and welcome to today's Wild Hearthstone deck tech and gameplay video on Cthulhu Rogue. Cthulhu Rogue wants to use the newly buffed Cthulhu as well as various, pieces for Cthulhu like Blade of Cthulhu and Cthulhu's Chosen, as well as the new eye stock of Cthulhu to bump up the old Cthulhu to either kill our opponent or be an okay board wipe sometimes, sort of. We also run the newer Cthulhu as it not only gives us access to things in Rogue that we don't have a whole bunch of access to, gives us, a board wipe, gives us a big body, gives us another smaller Cthulhu thing, as well as just another destroy effect. Cthulhu the Shattered is more often than not the actual win condition, and old Cthulhu really functions more as like a tempo-y play that you use to apply pressure and force removal. Besides all the Cthulhu and all the Cthulhu adjacent pieces, we have nice little pieces to support us and make sure we don't die to the likes of Discard, Warlock, amongst others. In your cards like your Coerce, Phantom Nice, and Tar Slick, and even a Cartouche Defender to get some extra life so you don't die immediately when going against a remotely aggressive deck. Now, I will be honest, this deck is, it's pretty fairly in the meme territory, where at least before old school Cthulhu, before the buffs and the new the wild set, whose name I'm forgetting, the old Cthulhu was actually dead and didn't see any play. At least nowadays, old Cthulhu and even new Cthulhu have at least been bumped up into the meme level. Now, with all that out of the way, we'll go on to our game number 1, but before that, don't forget to like the video if you like it, subscribe if you like my grab bag of content and would like to see more in the future. And now we'll go on to that sacred game number 1. And game number 1 with our little Cthulhu Rogue. This could be a lot of things. So I think we're just going to get rid of the high cost things and just look for curve things to do with it. We'll take that, honestly. And I would imagine we can trade away the Cutlass on turn 1. I don't think it's going to be an aggressive deck, but I could be wrong. Having a Tar Slick is wonderful, whether it be like a big priest or like even like an automaton priest. It turns all of our weird Cthulhu or just damage based like removal into just more effective, or it turns it makes it become more effective. I didn't pay attention to what they were mulliganing. Could also be any one of the like 3 or 4 quests that see play in, or 3 quests that see play in Priest. It's not a Shadow Priest, which is information. Renew. I mean, okay. That's fine. Yeah, we'll go ahead and trade away the Cutlass. Okay, we're cool with that. It was going to give us a reduction to something in our hand. Next turn, we're probably just going to equip the daggers and just hang out for a turn. If our opponent's deck is slower, we can usually do a little bit better. Go ahead and get some chip in. It's possible that they're the heal quest and just like didn't play it on turn 1, so I would get the fuck okay. All right. I don't know if this is good, but we'll play. I will go ahead and play the Festival Security just to have a body on board. Save our last dagger charge, because who knows what's going to happen. Hi, sweetheart. You want to come hang out with me and your sister? Yeah. Don't get in front of the screen, banana. Okay. So is it... I don't know what their deck is, but I'm so into it. I haven't seen the dragon. I think this might actually be the first time I've seen somebody play the Dragon Soul. Now that I think about it. Hi, sweetheart. Thought we just had this whole little conversation about not getting in front of the screen. No? Okay. Good talk, Ed. Yeah, you can't really see through there. Thank you. Yeah, just take it easy. I'd rather you... Luckily, I don't have anything to do on these turns, because our opponent's taking a hot minute. Yeah, How's my baby? You and your sister. Oh, it's taking longer than they need to. Okay, that's fine, right? I don't think we care about that. This might seem a little weird, but well, okay, I think we'll coin, eviscerate their dragon, and then remove it with the festival security. Because really, I mean, they did, cast their 3 spells, but they didn't really do anything. Like, the Dragon Soul allowed them to develop a ward presence, but they're not really answering mine, and we're in, like, a pretty good spot, all things considered. And besides the Dragon Soul, I haven't really learned what the hell their deck is doing. That could just be in there because they run spells. It's not really indicative of anything. Nor are the other couple of cards they've played. So I guess we just, play in a linear sense, try and get either one of our Cthuns to happen. Palm reading. Okay. Was it automaton this whole time? Maybe? Because that's the only priest deck I see that runs that card. So, okay, I don't know what the what the hell they're doing. They're doing things. They are doing things. I can't deny that fact. So much work to get a 5/5. Starting to see why this card doesn't see a whole lot of play, but goddamn if it's not cool. I also still played WoW when the Dragon Soul was a thing and lore we cared about. That's why we lost Thrall to Shaman, so it's always nice to have little moments like that. I think we just Eye of Cthulhu, right? Pretty good. Again, save the dagger charge until we can actually replace the dagger. Didn't even pay attention that they were going to mill something. But yeah, I'm still not... I don't know what their deck's trying to do. Other than, cast spells and summon dragons. Which is admirable. That is, a strategy. I just don't know if it's a very good one. Okay, still got 10 cards. Flame Elemental. Blah, blah. Like, that's hilarious. I would argue that's not probably the best use of that, but sure. They almost... Yeah, I was about to say... Wait, does that cat... How does that card work? Hang on. Oh, a class card. It's not a... It doesn't have to be a paladin card. Oh. Oh, it's a giant... Okay. Oh, that Blade of Cthulhu's a fantastic draw. Get rid of the biggest thing. Not even close. This will also pardon the lawnmower you hear in the background. Just a thing you have to do. But yeah, that's the weird hum you hear besides my old, laboring behemoth of a computer. You also hear, and will hear the the lawnmower doing its thing, and it might, go around the house near my room and all that. Just, part of the game. I do apologize. Now, my original point. Perks of having Tar, Slick, and a Cthulhu. It really increases the odds of our Cthulhu working as a sort of impromptu board clear. Kind of like that. I apologize. If I hear that... Okay, as a general reference, in case you're watching the rest of the video and you hear me, and it seems like I'm randomly cutting in and out, that's me trying to, guess the lawnmower coming by and, trying to mute on the fly. Okay, I love that. I don't know if that's good, but I love that. That's really cool. We might be dead, but, I'm happy to be dead. $1 million question is, do I care? Okay, so that would do 2 damage to all. Takes double. 7 kill and 8. To use... I think we just play the eye stock. I want to try and save the Tar Slick for the Cthulhu turn. We will Fan of Knives, though. I think that's kind of has to happen. And anything to give buffs both to our basic Cthulhu and the eye stock of Cthulhu, which I sort of briefly touched on, but oh my god, is that this card fantastic for elevating this beyond unplayable garbage into meme territory. It answers the threat of dying early all the time. And of course, grows as your Cthulhu grows, and if you don't want to run that weird Doomslayer card, or don't own it, like I do, the Eye Stalks of Cthulhu sort of give you a backup. Infestation. Well, it's only a 1-1 for you. Yeah, it doesn't retain my stats. It tracks independently for yours, which is, thank God it does that. Okay, we're dead. We just died, don't we? God damn. Okay. I love our opponent's deck, though, and being strapped for time sort of forces my hand. But yeah, it also kind of shows that, like, you know, it can do okay, but, like, it's... I talked about it, I think, during this game, and especially in the intro. The deck is kind of a meme, honestly. Fun, but still a meme. But we'll go on to game number 2 and try and look for another win, but I'm going to be honest, this deck struggles for wins. Now, on to game number 2. And game number 2 with our little Cthulhu Rogue. This is not that bad. We have things to do on curve. We might actually keep the Blackwater Cutlass as a removal tool, because if it's not... I didn't see the mulligan anything, but I might have missed it. If it's not a Battle Cry deck, then we could be in some trouble, because you're like Odd or Totem Shamans of the world are really aggressive and would, in theory, highlight one of the weaknesses of this deck. Oh, wow, they're running Cthulhu too. Okay, you wouldn't think you'd run that in aggressive, like a purely aggressive list, so I think we're doing good. They have all the cards in their deck. Maybe shy of a Prince Malchezaar, but we'll see. Unite the Merc. Why is all that in there? I mean, fine. I think we're gonna play the Cutlass as a removal tool and just sit. I don't know how we're gonna do, because I don't think I've gone against a Murloc Shaman in my time testing this deck. But, I mean, okay. In that case, go ahead and play the Beckoner. Trade into Totems in case they also have some weird Totem synergy stuff floating around in their deck. If nothing else, we'll be able to finale a Festival Security. Okay, I don't know what they're doing anymore. I thought I did, but I don't. Yeah, well. Yeah. Bop here, allowing the Festival Security to both trade with their board and stay alive. I know this might seem like a weird inclusion, but when the wild set first released, and in the initial stages of testing, when I crafted all the cards that you shouldn't craft for this deck, for this meme deck, the discard Warlock was like really prevalent, and I just needed early things to answer a board. And Festival Security is okay at doing that on curve. Now, in the meantime, I think we're just going to Twilight Elder, largely ignore the Poisonous Fish. I think we'll do okay. Still weirdly on the fence about this. But, like, you know, we're fine. Eh, we take those. And we do have a Tar Slick and a Heart of Cthulhu if we need a sweeper, if their board gets, like, real dangerous. And the coin if we want to make it happen on the same turn. Fishy Flyer. Okay. A little less... it's still doing the Murloc thing. There's just weird shit in their deck that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Admittedly. This might seem really inefficient, like, use of a Eviscerate, but I don't think I'm going to get a whole lot of uses. And I value the damage right now. I think I can be pretty firmly in the driver's seat here of setting the pace of the game. If I had to, you know, use my intuition. Because their deck seems really, like, sort of kind of unfocused. And this is not just talking shit on the quest, because I know if you're playing a Murloc deck, you don't want to take turn 1 off. I do stupid shit like this all the time, where I run, if you couldn't tell, total meme decks. So I'm not going to give them shit for the quest aspect of it. They're just not running the traditional, like, aggressive Murlocs, which I think where Murlocs and Shaman shine. They're running the, like, value-y Murlocs. Interesting. But there's also weird shit in their deck that doesn't, like, seem to gel, if that makes sense. I think I'm actually going to coin Hero Power down the 4/4, swing with my board, and just use a Heart of Cthulhu. We can keep the Blade of Cthulhu's for the Megafin boy if he ever manages to get there. Or any other, again, weird glue cards that they're running in their deck. Which I would call glue cards. I wouldn't actually, since they're running more like value-y Murlocs, I wouldn't be surprised if they have Toxaphon and the McGurgle Firemancer dude who, like, damages the board. I mean, I don't know if I care, though. Right? I mean, we might just Blade of Cthulhu for a thing to do, but that's about it. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of the biggest thing. We're going to keep our one charge of a weapon, since we can't replace the weapon in the same turn we break it. Oh, is that coming near the house? I think we're okay. And Walking Fountain. That would also fall under the umbrella of, like, weird fucking glue cards. But to be fair, I have shit like Festival Security. That's an equally weird card, so I can't give them the most shit. That wouldn't be entirely fair. What do we want to do this turn? I think we'll just... Hold on, I can tar slick this. I can... Hang on. If I tar slick this, how do I do this? So if I tar slick, it goes to 2. This goes to... Yeah, I tar slick the Walking Fountain. Then I can... trade here. Then we will Disciple of Cthulhu the Walking Fountain. And coerce the Swarmer dude. I don't know why that took so much of my brain. What's the name of the... Okay, Piranha Poacher. Okay. We're in a good spot. We don't have a whole lot of cards, which isn't great. That's fine. Probably trades into it because it's basically free. We are going to keep the other Blade of Cthulhu for the Megafin, which they are getting, like, real close to getting. And that's another 8/8 of stats for our Cthulhu. Let us see. They're going to take the trade, right? Or how many... Okay, they might have enough piranhas to do that for them. Which is still kind of fine. I don't think we care that much. Oh, fan is great. Yeah, go ahead and fan. That's an even better play. We'll go ahead and dagger down the Lookout, or whatever that card's name is. Yeah, it is Lookout. Just plain iStock. I would not be surprised at all if they waste their, like, Flurgle Toxfin combo, or, like, maybe a Hex or something if they're looking... Because that's what I run for budget replacements in my deck. For cards like that. I'd be very surprised if the iStock lives. But honestly, if it just forces removal, we're cool with that. Or if he, you know, plays a board full of stuff and, like, runs it into the iStock, we're also cool with that. We might be on the just running a board full of dudes into it plan. What, sweetheart? What's the matter? I love you. I know, loud noises. The noises outside. Okay, it's getting a little weird. Okay, that's good. Honey, I needed to go hang out for a minute. The dad is busy at the moment. Let's see here. So, if I give it 2 stats, it'll go to a 5, which means I can trade in the Magic Fin. Probably bonk into the 4/4 so I can eventually trade with the Disciple. Admittedly, he could just trade in with the Felfin Navigator next turn. Very true. Go ahead and use the last charge of our daggers, get a new one. Still maintaining the Blade of Cthulhu for the Megafin that is in their hand. If you play... Okay. Okay, you wouldn't play that and the Megafin, so you're just going to wait. I don't know if what they're doing is good. Oh, okay. Now, is a Utanus in my future going to eat up my Blade of Cthulhu? Because that kind of needs to die. Oh, man. I don't like... Can we draw something else, please, to deal with the Scargill? Because I don't want to die. Give me something here. That's not something. That helps, though. I'll be lying if I said that didn't help. Okay, I think we can actually leave the Cthulhu. If he has... what's it called? We're just going to go ahead and go face and equip your daggers. If he has a Mutanus, then, like, what are you going to do? We still have the other Cthulhu's version, I think it's the Maw of Cthulhu, where it's like, destroy a minion. Oh boy. Now we're doing the goofy-ish. Okay, old Merc guy. Get the fuck out of here. He got old Merc. Oh, he had one too. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. I don't know if we die, but it sure as shit feels like it. Probably just trades in with a Ravager. I think. Oh, well, we're not dead, but this fucking hurts. Hurts a lot. Okay, that's created. That's fine. What are you gonna do? Good. Oh, God. It's not good. Okay, that might actually kill us. I'm having the math, but we're looking real dead. Dear God. Yeah. We're not dead. We're really, really close to being dead. Are we alive? Yeah, we're alive, but not really alive. Get rid of the biggest thing on the board, but it doesn't matter. I want this deck to be good. I want it to be good so bad. Look, Mom, I killed a Murloc, and then I just died to the rest of them. God damn it, I want this to be good. Okay, we're clearly dead on board, and I'm not going to wait for our opponent to do it. I will do one more game. Again, it's a meme deck now, and I love it, but it's not good. I'm going to say this again at the end of the video. But yeah, don't burn your dust like I did. It's fun, and if you have the pieces back, if you like me and played Hearthstone when it first came out, if you have some of these pieces, then yeah, sure, fucking run them. They're fun. But don't burn your dust on them. It's just not worth it. Now, on to game number 3. And game number 3 with our little Cthulhu Warlock. We're going to keep anything that can remove it, because if I had to bet $1, I would bet that it's discard Warlock. Because I know that it's getting... I don't know if they had in the patch where they addressed the location or not. I wasn't paying that much attention. I just know that apparently that they know that it's an issue, and they're gonna like it's in the it's in the sites, if you will. We'll go ahead and Cutlass just to make the Eviscerate cheaper. Oh yes, Lockalar or whatever the hell his name is. Another one of those cards that were born out of necessity against discard warlocks and aggressive decks that don't make any sense in this list, but it's one of those glue cards that you just kind of need. I'm going to keep both charges of the weapon because I think that every point of damage I can use for removal is like going to be key. Granted, I haven't played any discard cards, so it could be like a giant lock or something, which would be fine. I know I just said that earlier that I'm going to try and save all my damage, but I'm beginning to think that it's not a discard warlock. So I think I can just start going face and try and cheese him out with a Cthulhu kill. Because if they are discard and haven't found anything, yeah, by this point, then yeah, something's up. What's the name? Okay, I was expecting that one demon that, like, cost cheap if your hands full. Yeah, we'll just play Cthulhu's Chosen, bonk into the tour guide. And yeah, it's probably some sort of giant warlock or something control-y, or maybe like a Mechathune. It's been too long for it to be a, like, discard warlock. Try to give him a minute. If they get some giants or that Anathrion or whatever his name is, we're in a bad spot. Oh, it's almost certainly giant. We're taking so much damage, and this will let him play well, now we can play Molten Giants for free, which is an issue. Hold the fuck on. What did he discard? Whatever this. Oh, this. Okay, there's some treachery stuff. I'm going against like a mark or something. There's some fuckery abound, which I'm in it. There's an argument that I could have put that go into their face, but like I think we just have to make our opponent like have whatever goofy treachery combo or something that's gonna get me killed. What? I mean, my time is limited, so I kind of have to take this list. But I maintain, this is going to sound so weird on a victory screen, what I'm about to say. I maintain that old Cthulhu is a meme. Where before, like I think I talked about this in the deck tech portion, where before old Cthulhu was actually a relic of the past and saw actually zero play, at least now, with all of the buffs to both Cthulhu itself and all the buff to like the Cthulhu pieces of the old Cthulhu pieces, they have given it enough lifeblood for it to be a meme and a thing you do to have some fun. It's not good. Don't burn your dust, okay? It's one of those. Don't burn your dust on either Cthulhu. Really, they're not that great. They're just like memes that are in here because I wanted to try it, and I'm glad I tried it. And I guess in theory, if they add more Cthulhu cards or buff more Cthulhu cards, then I could see myself revisiting it. But dude, it took them like how long has Hearthstone been out? I want to say like 5-10 years. It'll be measured in years before we see more Cthulhu cards. We'll just say that. So yeah, even though this is a victory screen, let it be shown that my opponent's deck I won because my opponent killed themselves for reasons. It's not because I killed them. I just played cards and happened to exist in the game. So yeah, don't run this deck. Don't burn your wild cards. Save it for something fun that you're wanting to do down the road. Let fucking idiots like me who make videos and are trying to entertain you, let us burn our money / dust on dumb shit. You keep your money. Keep your dust. Keep your time. And with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching this weird goofball Frankenstein's monster of a list. And yeah, don't forget to like the video, sub if you like the content, and if you have any questions about I don't have X, what about Y? I mean, I guess you could ask, and I will answer, but I will always remind you that you shouldn't really be crafting this thing in the first place. So with that out of the way, thank you all, and be kind to one another. Life's pretty short. Let's not be assholes to each other, you know? Bye-bye.